Hello, welcome back to the Growth Show. You have Whitney and Priscilla here today to answer any and all questions that you might be having as you're thinking about ads made simple. So, the last 3 episodes on the podcast, we were talking all about ads, what a simple funnel could look like for you, what the math looks, and how to run the numbers to see if ads and how much ads, because it's not if, it's how much money you can expect to make from ads based on some parameters in your business. And then also how to tell if you're ready. And in that last episode, it was part 3 of our series, we talked about our new program, Ads Made Simple. We talked about a few different options of how to get started with ads with us, whether you want to do a self-paced, just enroll in the course, DIY, you get some Slack access support from us in the first 2 weeks once you enroll into the course and the program. But then we also have options where we actually take some of the tech and some of the design for your ads and the copywriting for your ads off your plate too. So those are all detailed on the sales page if you go to whitneybateson.com/ads made simple. But we know that there's probably some questions in your mind, and we just wanted to have this episode to chat through things a little bit more specifically for, is this the right time for you to be doing it? And then the specifics of what Ads Made Simple is as well, what it looks like, what we're doing for you, what you would be doing at these different levels of joining what we've got on the page here. So yeah, welcome Priscilla.
Hi.
Thanks
Nice
for
to be
joining me.
back. Yes.
Yeah. Let's just start off with some things that might be percolating in people's minds. One being, I don't have the budget for ads, which I totally get, but maybe you can run people through how to maybe conceptualize and think through. Maybe you do have the budget for ads if you think about it in a certain way.
Yeah. So as we mentioned in the prior episodes, you don't need a big budget. It can be $5 a day. I even went as low as $3 a day myself. And I hate to compare it to like, it's a cup of coffee, but it really is. Starbucks these days, my latte is now like $7. And over a month, that's only $150. And when you think about other things that you pay in your business, is that a subscription to, gosh, there's so many platforms out there, your email platform, your automation system, maybe it's your CRM, and even paying like a VA.
Yeah. Or even the time that you're spending doing like social media or posting or whatever that you could be seeing a client instead.
Yeah, that's a good point. So it is just taking that number and comparing it to what else could this look like? Is there something in my business that I could probably shift or change so I can funnel that money into ads where I'm able to see a quicker result from it?
Yeah. And in part 2, we went through the math and this really cool calculator that we have right on the sales page as well. And so I definitely invite everyone to play around with the numbers there. And really what the math tells you is that you can make your money back on that $150 investment in ads month after month. Just even like with one new client coming in that month. And that's not even for the people that are coming onto your email list and then deciding to hire you a month, 2 months, 3 months down the road. Maybe even for bigger packages and programs or courses and things as well. So it's really opening up a lot of money. And so obviously Ads Made Simple is an investment to get started and get that up and running. And then you do have the monthly ad budget that you can adjust and change as you want. But I think once you get it up and running, you can see how quickly you can start making your money back and really just taking that 150 that, like we said, all the different ways that you may have been spending that in your business before and using it to get clients coming in, it can really pay for itself super, super quickly.
Yeah. And you don't have to have it on 24/7. So let's say maybe 1 month you turn it on, maybe the next 2 weeks you turn it off just to see how that works. Are people coming in? Are they engaging? So you are able to fine tune your campaign. But yeah, there's many different ways where you can make it work within your budget.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not something that you need to keep babysitting once you, and we talk about that in the program, like the numbers to look at and how to measure your success and all of that. I think that's something that's a reminder too is that it literally some months is just $150 on the ad spend, no time from you doing anything. It is just straight up, you are paying a machine to go and find you people, and it's bringing those people in. And so it doesn't mean that you need to be going and changing it every month and coming up with new ads and coming up with new lead magnets, coming up with new anything. Like I will say we have a lead magnet. We've had a lead magnet. We might be changing it up now, but we have had a lead magnet in the business that I built years ago.
Yeah. And it's popular too. Like people will come in and they'll sign up at a really, really inexpensive.
Yeah. So it doesn't mean that you need to keep reinventing this also and coming up with new stuff. Actually, quite the opposite. If you get, like we just said, if you get something that is working really well and the ad costs are low, you should just let that run and let that keep going. And you don't need to be changing it. So I think that's a really cool thing about all of this too, is that side of it. It's not a big time investment after it's running.
Yes, good points.
Yeah. So then another thing that I am sure this is a belief I had when I was thinking about ads is that, oh my gosh, ads are way too complicated. Facebook ads, you log in to the ads manager or you watch like a little tutorial on YouTube and they're clicking around and it's like campaigns and ad sets and pixels and all these different things and CPCs and whatever. Yeah. Can you speak to that concern that people may have?
Yes. So I will acknowledge it does look scary. When you do go on the back end, you have to create this and you have to sign in using that. And it is a lot of steps. And what makes it confusing is even if you do go to YouTube or read someone's blog or even use Claude or chat or any AI, it's still very complex. You're not giving a straight answer of what's going to work and how to do it correctly. So yeah, I think our program helped make it not so scary because I do make sure that I'm very clear of what you need to do, what you need to sign up for, what levers and buttons you need to push. So it is pretty straightforward.
Yeah. And I think a thing to remember about what we're talking about with Ads Made Simple is we are focused on building one specific ad campaign and one specific funnel.
Yeah.
It is one of the simplest funnels that you can create, one of the simplest lead campaigns that you can create, and one of the most cost effective. We are not teaching you how to run a bajillion different campaigns or do a lot of advanced tactics that you can learn over time, but that's not where you need to or should start. And I think that's also where sometimes getting some of the more broad-based info online too, either they're also speaking to a company that has a huge budget or has a very complex way that they're doing business. This is focused on practitioners who are where the funnel is facing one offer or one service. What is the action that we want them to take? Which 99% of you, it's book a call. And how are we just driving towards that?
Yeah. And sometimes too, you will land on information that's outdated. So that will really, really trip you up. But yes. That's a good point too. It's one funnel, one copy, one creative, one audience, and we're getting one result with it. So we do make it simple. And I think you mentioned this to Whitney in a prior episode, is that once you set it up and you see the return, it's, oh, I know how to do it. Now I can do it again. So it is that foundational piece that like you need that quick win and confidence to be like, I can do this. And you're able to grow on that too.
Yeah. And I think we have a great analogy on the sales page too. That's if you can cook a recipe and follow a recipe, then you can do this. And you just think about, okay, if you set out to learn all Italian cooking and you want to just learn everything under the sun about how to be, you want to make dinner tonight, but then you just go and learn Italian cooking. Like that is endless. We are not teaching you everything under the sun about Italian cooking. We are teaching you how to make meatballs. And then once you learn some of the techniques of how to make meatballs, maybe you're like, oh, now I understand. Now I can go and make some ragu. Maybe I can go do something else.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you said, it's foundational. I think it's also really helpful to learn by doing and not just theory and watching tutorials. Like you actually will have your campaign done no matter what pathway you check and in Ads Made Simple, whether you want to DIY or have us helping you, you'll have something set up that's set up correctly. And that will be a great guide for as you continue to move forward. Yeah. Another thing that we addressed a little bit in the last episode, but for anyone who missed it or just wants to go over it, is what if I'm not ready? Like I'm not sure if I am ready for ads. So what would be like that quick checklist that you might want people to go through to make sure that they are ready for Ads Made Simple specifically?
Yeah. So it is on the sales page too. So if you do want to go on there, do your own like check, it's there. But I do recommend that you at least have your email platform set up because as we mentioned, you want to nurture those people who do sign up for your email list. It's a dead end. You send them there, that's now what? So we want to have that ready and set up for people. And another thing too is you want your lead magnet. That is super, super important. So if you have a lead magnet and you have a website, those are all good things to start off on the right foot.
Yep. Yeah. And if you want to learn more about, specificity and niche and all of those qualifications, then I would definitely check out part 3, the last episode that we did, where you gave some great tips for that. But yeah, from a practical, tactical standpoint, those are the things that you really need to have. That this is really just focused on ads. So you need to have the website, the email system, and the lead magnet. If you don't have those things, you're listening to 2 people that can help you with those things as well. So if you do need help with your lead magnet, do need help with your website, do need help with setting up your email platform, those are all things that we can help you with. So you can either shoot me a note at info@whitneybateson.com, or we do have our little Ask Us bubble on the sales page where you can just send a note if you want to learn more about that before enrolling in the program. That's that. So let's talk about, I want to talk about the 3 options really quickly that are in Ads Made Simple. And then I want to talk through some of the more tactical questions that people might have of what's included and any other costs I need to be prepared for, how much access do I have, and all of that. I am just going over this really quickly. All of this is on the Ads Made Simple sales page too. If you go to whitneybateson.com/adsmadesimple, and you will see, if you're listening to this live and within our promotion window, some really amazing discounts that we have for each of these options. They will not be around forever, but this is our kind of like founders intro pricing that we're giving to everyone. So if you want to get started on this, this is really a great deal and a great time to do it. So the first option that we have for Ads Made Simple is the DIY course. Just do it yourself. You're going to learn everything that you need to know about creating this funnel and creating your first ad campaign in Meta ads, Instagram, Facebook ads, and you're actually going to get some additional support from us as well, which is very, very special and unique. So you're going to get everything you need to run your own ads. You're going to get ad designs that you can customize with templates that we have. You're going to get our caption generator. So writing captions for ads is slightly different than writing captions for just a regular Instagram or Facebook post.
Yeah.
So there is a little bit of a method to it. So we have a great AI trained generator that is going to help you create 3 different versions of an ad caption. It's a pretty cool little tool, and tell you which one is the strongest and why, so that you are also learning what needs to be done, but also having someone else just generate it for you.
Yeah, and there's a little prompt. Like, this could be better if you add like results that someone got or something. So it does prompt you to add to it, to add some more, to make it more meaty so people can resonate with it.
Yeah. Love it. Because at the end of the day, the ad campaign is just a creative, which is a graphic. So we're giving you templates for that, and it's a caption, and we're giving you a tool to generate the caption based on
it also helps with the hook that you want to put on your graphic too.
Yes.
So
that is
you have everything you need.
Yep. Yeah. Because we want it to be something that people are really going to stop the scroll and pay attention to, and all of that for sure. Got all the step-by-step. Priscilla will be leading you through the setup of how to set up your ads account, how to set up the campaign, what to click, all of that. And also a module just going over any common tech questions or things that might come up and how to solve those. And then the real thing that's awesome that we are offering right now during this promotion period is 2 weeks of direct support while you build your campaign out. And that's going to be through Slack. So Priscilla and I will be there in a Slack channel. So if you have questions as you are doing this for yourself, you can post your question in there and you'll get an answer from us.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's a great piece.
Yeah. So that's option one. And then option two, you get everything that I just talked about, but then we are actually setting up your campaign for you. The thing is that you are going to still give us your graphic and give us your caption, but then we are going to take care of the technical setup of configuring your ads account, making sure your pixels installed and verified, targeting for your audience, all those things that we show you how to do. You can do these things on yourself, but we can also do them for you. And so this option is available for you as well. And then you also, on top of that, you get 3 days of post-launch oversight from Priscilla. So she's actually going into your campaign, checking it for 3 days, which is enough time for us to tell what's working, which ads we want to turn on and off and all of that. Yeah. And then we have option number 3, where we just handle everything. So we do everything that I just talked about, plus we are creating your ad design for you and writing your ad caption for you, getting that hook for you as well. And then we extend the oversight to 1 week. And that way it's just a little extra time for us to be monitoring things, making sure everything is doing well, getting that ad cost as low as we possibly can. And and then that way you've got it completely up and running.
So. Yeah, the crazy part is every single one of those offerings has Slack support.
Yeah.
So
right.
Which is really
you can
cool.
Still ask questions. Even if we are doing all of the setup for you, you still might be wanting to go through the lessons on your own. You may want to ask some questions. So you still have all of that. So good point. Yep. Cool. All right. So let's get into some of the nitty gritty details. How long do people have access to Ads Made Simple?
Lifetime. So you have a lifetime access to Ads Made Simple. So if you do need to go back and revisit a module, because they are broken up, so it's easy for you to go in and grab and listen and watch. But as mentioned, the Slack support is only limited to 2 weeks. Is there anything else you want to add to that, Whitney?
No, I think that's
okay.
That's it. Yeah.
So pretty straightforward.
Yeah. So you get that lifetime access and updates that we make to it and all of that good stuff. It becomes a resource you can always come back to. You want to set up new funnels, forget what to click, you can go back to it. So
that's a good point, because sometimes Facebook has the reputation always updating and their stuff's changing. So
sometimes they're always changing things.
Yeah. So those will be updated, which will be helpful.
Yeah, for sure. So then how much should people be budgeting for ad spend? Are there any other tools that they might need to budget for besides just the enrollment fee?
Yeah. So we do recommend starting with $5 a day, $150 a month. We do recommend you get Zapier, which is an automation platform. It makes sure that when someone opts in to your lead magnet, that it then talks to your email system. So those people are then in your sequence and they're getting your emails. And that is $20 a month. And the good thing with that is you can do other things with Zapier. So it's not just for this one thing. If you're not already using it, I would suggest that you figure out other ways to use it for your business. And you can always go in and turn it off for a month. So if you're like, oh, what, I'm not doing ads this month, maybe I should turn it off. There is that opportunity too. And we are doing a bonus too. If you aren't already using Zap, we are going to give you examples of what you could use it for your business. We just want to make sure that you are spending the least amount of money and that you are getting all these things to help you in your business beyond ads. So I think that's helpful as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a bonus. We'll show you some other ways to maximize Zapier so that subscription is definitely paying for itself in terms of automations, stuff that you were already doing, or maybe things that you had wanted to do, but you weren't sure how to make it easier on yourself. Yeah. And frankly, AI isn't so much stuff these days, but I honestly think that the AI in Zapier is really cool, where you can just tell it what you're trying to do. And then it will be like, yes, these are the systems that you can do. And this is Zapier. Do you want me to build that for you? So you don't even need to be super savvy with automations and knowing what's possible. You just need to be able to ask a question and dream up things that you want to automate. So we'll give you some ideas, but it's such a powerful tool. And yeah, I mean, we're using it in our business. We go over our usage things and I start paying for extra Zaps because we just use it so much. Even from like my financial stuff and bookkeeping, I have Zaps set up that save me hours from stuff I used to do. We'll cover it mainly operationally and marketing wise, but yeah, if there's anything that you're doing repetitively in your business, there is almost certainly a way to automate it with Zapier. It's worth it. Okay, and then I'll take this one. Another question that people may have, like clients of ours who already have used the Wellness Pro website system, have gone through our program, and they have a website with us. They have launched their email funnel. They have a lead magnet on their website because that's what we cover inside of the program as well. And so how does this fit with what we've already built and helped you build? And it's really a perfect fit because like we talked about, you need to have a website, you need to have your email system, you need to have a lead magnet. And then this is just driving traffic to those things that you've already built and set up. So your website is really the sales engine that is designed, and your email list is this engine that has already been created to drive people towards getting to know you, booking calls, becoming clients, visiting more of your website, exploring more of your resources and all of that. So we already have that in place. And then this is just a way to fuel that engine even more and at a really reasonable cost.
Yeah, it's like the next logical step, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because there's other ways that you can be driving traffic to your business. Absolutely. You can, and I don't think that you should discount any of these other things. It's just that some of them take more energy and time than others. Some of them take longer to pay off than others, but you can be doing things like networking and going to doctors' offices for referrals. And you can be posting on social media if that's something you enjoy. You don't have to. You could be blogging. You could be showing up in online communities. You could be giving talks out in your community. Like all of those different things are ways to market and get traffic to your business and to your website. And I don't think people should stop doing those. And I think there are definitely things that you keep layering on. But ads is a way where you set it up and you're putting money into the machine, but then it's not taking extra time from you each month. So it's just supporting all the other things that you're already doing and just freeing up some of your time to do other stuff. Yeah.
Perfectly said.
And so then a question people might have, because I think sometimes it's Facebook ads. Does this work for Instagram too?
Yes. So they do talk to each other. So Meta is the umbrella. Underneath it is going to be Facebook and Instagram. And there even is an option now for like threads if you use threads and all that. So that could be cool. But yeah, it's all the same. They will speak to both platforms and yeah, it works.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't need to be worried, oh, well, what if my audience isn't on Facebook or what if my audience isn't on Instagram? Frankly, most people are on at least one of those platforms.
Yeah.
And those platforms are still the place where a lot of people are going for looking for service providers or looking for information and actually taking action in like a more intentional way to sign up for a resource or a webinar or something like that versus TikTok, for example, where it's, people might be there, but it's a lot of entertainment and sometimes not as much about like the business side of things. And so those platforms, Facebook and Instagram, are still really great places to be targeting for a variety of audiences for practitioners.
Yep.
And then final question, what if something goes wrong with my ads?
You're in luck because there is like a troubleshoot section in the module that you can always reference. And you have the 2 weeks of support. So the 2 weeks of support gives you plenty of time to set everything up, press publish. And then if things pop up, you're able to ask us. Yeah. You have many different options there for extra support.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, whether you've run ads before, but it's been a nightmare, or this is your first rodeo with ads, this is still a great option and a course for you, Ads Made Simple. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot us an email at info@whitneybateson.com, or you can use the little chat bubble guy that is on the sales page itself. And just know that we will be closing doors on this promotion on the 14th. So, right? April 14th.
Yep, the 14th. Yep.
Yeah, Tuesday, April 14th. So if you want to get the best price that this will ever be and get our help or do your ads yourself and learn from us, then this is a great time to do it.
Yeah, now's your chance.
Yeah. All right. So whitneybateson.com/adsmadesimple. Priscilla and I would love to support you and see you inside. And we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye, guys.